I'm being good.
It's good. And activating things, links, even. Okay. Okay, so let's see, right, we gone through that part. We basically climbed up an apartment building. Burning, churning power plant. I mean, I guess you would certainly get geothermal power next to a volcano.
Yep.
Hey, Brad. Yeah.
Yes, I have discovered that Kirby says more than Poyo.
Oh.
What?
There's a 5 minute compilation of all the times Kirby has tried to speak in the Kirby anime.
English or Japanese?
Japanese.
Okay, yeah, I'm just checking. Although actually, I think in Japanese, in the English dub, they never do change the voice. It's kind of like how Pikachu's voice
Yeah.
doesn't.
He says words like la 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 and la la.
Oh, now that's cheating. And here I thought he was gonna try to say something pronounced, like "daddy."
Yeah.
Actually, if he said that, I'd be really concerned.
There, that time it goes, hey, I'm Kirby, I'm walking here.
Although Kirby with the voice of Meatwad does kind of fit. By the way, Argle, you might like Bug Fables because
Yeah, I'm well aware.
no, but not just because it's Paper Mario, because the hard mode badge. When they say it's hard mode, they mean it.
I mean, I don't. That's not what interests me.
No, I mean you might like the difficulty.
That's. I mean, I like games for being games.
Well, I also like the fact that it actually, as far as completing the game is concerned, they do go out of their way to give you options to not worry about completing things. Like, if you beat a boss in hard mode, you can get a badge from an NPC. If you beat the boss but not in hard mode, you can still buy the badge. So I like that. Don't know if I'll be able to 100% though, because if I want to get all the achievements, I still need to beat all the bosses on hard mode, and I've had a few close calls.
Yes, Kirby also does do the anime thing of pronouncing moves like sword or beam.
I mean, don't you?
And jab.
I mean, let's be honest. He's just a big kid, and it is such a kid thing to call out your attack names like that. I want. Okay. Say you're in the world of bug fables. You're like one of those bug people. What would be more terrifying to you? You see an ant in cordyceps, or a giant spider? What would be more terrifying?
And it probably depends on if you're an ant.
I'd be terrified either way. Interestingly enough, first dungeon, you meet both. So you don't have to choose.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Bren, but please stop talking about it so that when the time comes we can appreciate it on our own.
Apologies. Also, did you just swallow a goddamn stare?
Yes. This has happened before.
Yeah.
Such a strange thing to stare at.
Okay.
Maybe you're supposed to have the...
I gotta time and position it out.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Mouthful mode is the weirdest.
That.
Okay, gotta think about how that goes.
Yeah.
Definitely a bit of a creative puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know the physics behind the burnt up rope becoming unburnt.
In a game where Kirby is doing this shit, that's the thing that you're confused about?
Yes, because this is not Kirby that's causing the burnt up rope to become unburnt up.
Clearly, it is a regenerating fuse.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta remember, one of the things that we have seen in Kirby, like in Kirby 64, there was like the big old factory where creatures were being grown. Maybe that's like an organic fuse that regrows or something. That is a weird thought. Just gonna crack open this. Deeps. Okay. Hey, coffee? Yeah.
By the way, here's a question for you. So, Maximilian Pegasus, you know who he is. How old do you think he is?
Based on the fact that he's had quite a adventurous life, he's got to be at least 40s.
Would you believe he's 24?
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say he's either absurdly young or absurdly old.
I know. When I read that in the manga, I'm like, bullshit!
Because
Well,
anime.
He definitely must have went on some harrowing adventures if his hair whitened like that.
Cause okay, so basically what they're saying is that he either was still in school when he went on that expedition to Egypt. He was involved in that expedition, if I recall.
Well, okay, according to everything, he met Cecilia at a Las Vegas party 14 years before Duelist Kingdom. So, he was 10 years old. They fell in love. She died of an illness at 17. Then, he basically searched the world for soul searching and a way to revive her. So, we could say 18, 19. And in that time, he then created Industrial Illusions, made the best children's card game out there. And he even made a goddamn island castle.
I mean, you gotta bear in mind, this is also the universe where an orphan got adopted by an arms dealer who then took over the company while still in high school, and then managed to turn the entire thing into a thing based around a children's card game. Based on an ancient Egyptian weird thing. Games of terrible shadows and power, etc.
Yu-Gi-Oh is just a thing of glory, isn't it?
Here's the thing for me. I kind of wish that we had the alternate universe where everything was still kind of like the initial chapters of the manga. But on the other hand, it is so weird looking at the thing of how, like, at first, it's kind of a normal world, but there's just kind of some supernatural shit going on. And then it just kind of explodes.
Oh, God, I know. And every season, there's some sort of ancient cards or spirits that show up. I mean, GX, you got the Spirit Beasts, and 5Ds, you beat the freak, there's the dual dragons, and then later the Nordic gods, like, they show up.
Yeah, but there's like 2 different timelines, so...
Yeah, and then in Zexal, well, it's kind of funny. In GX, the final boss basically described the universe as there being made of a single card. Like, from a single card came the universe. Zexal confirms that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And then, of course, in Arc 5, you have all the other dimensions and, like... God. The lore of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is stupid, but God, it's stupid fun.
Oh, we got a boss rush.
I will say, I do like... It's definitely one of those settings I kind of wish I could, like, visit. I admit, I kind of want to visit Kaiba Land.
So, I have a question for both of you.
Do tell.
Have either of you heard of the game Gorilla Tag?
I don't think so.
No. Is it a video game? A school?
Yeah, I said a game.
Yeah, but when
I
you
guess no, never mind. Good point. Yes. Okay, so Gorilla Tag is a free VR game where you play as legless gorillas, and it's all basically about physics, about like jumping around, using only your arms, and as the name implies, playing tag essentially.
Okay.
So, based on that description, can you understand? Can you make sense of why does it have the tag psychological horror under Steam?
Well, I'm looking at some of the pictures. I was gonna make a joke about the graphics and being terrifying, but nah, I've seen scarier.
Yeah, like that premise doesn't sound like psychological horror. If anything, that's just straight up horror. Not having legs.
I mean, it's cartoony.
I think people like to put psychological horror in for some games just to fuck with people.
Yeah, that sounds like a shit post. If there isn't anything actually mind bending to it.
I think now there's one aspect that you gotta think of. It's a free game that is extremely popular. What kind of demographic does that tend to gather?
Shit posters?
No.
Fortnite fans?
No. Well,
I mean,
yes,
it got
but
you.
no. I don't play it.
Yeah. Well, never mind then.
Lore junkies?
What? No. I mean, this is hidden lore. Kids! Children!
Ah.
So, and of course, this is VR, where you have a headset with a mic. So,
God,
I believe the psychological horror aspect comes from the fact that you're entering lobbies with screaming racist children.
Man, by that logic, all of Xbox Live is a psychological horror game.
Yes, yes it is.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I ever came out. I don't think I came out of that the same now that I think about it.
I mean, I was playing Call of Duty 2 not too long ago, and for a while there was a bug that caused lobby chat to always activate in like the first like 15 seconds of the game. So you'd have it like, even if they're not racist in everyday life, the fact that they're anonymous on a chat platform, it brings out the racism.
And that does seem to activate the annoying little shit response.
Yes.
Yeah, you're kind of right about that, yeah.
So I just remember just sitting here, and then I just hear this kid just going, N-word, 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 N-word. And I'm just like,
God.
Okay, now that's just being edgy. That's being stupidly edgy.
like,
That's always
sure,
funny.
that kid may have been black, but I doubt it.
Kind of hard
Probably
to tell
not.
the kid.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I can almost guarantee that was a white kid in the suburbs getting away with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, if we're being honest. Oh, to be young again. Young and so stupid. God, I hate that.
Yeah.
Well, if we're lucky, that kid got beaten by his parents for cussing.
Or
It's
just,
always funny.
or we'll just grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Screw that.
It's funny thinking about how, like, back in high school, like, I wasn't a bad kid, but, like, peer pressure was still a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember there was this one kid that, like, you know, everyone was mean to, kind of got bullied. And so, of course, when it come to it, it's like, either you join in or you get bullied.
Ooh, I think I might have been that bullied kid. Yeah, middle school, I was the pariah. Yeah, in elementary school, I got picked on for the usual reasons, you know, braces, glasses, the most superficial elementary school bullying thing. I hit middle school, they saw me go into the special ed room. Yep. Like I had the plague.
Yeah.
It truly is the case. Children are both the most vulnerable and simultaneously horrible creatures.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah, my middle school and my first year of high school was the worst years of my life. And then I moved to Idaho and I had my second chance. It also kind of helped that we actually moved one of my Cub Scout friends moved down there first, and he was part of the football team, so I kind of had an in for a bit of coolness.
For a bit of coolness.
Yeah, by proxy. And this was also when nerd culture was starting to become a little cooler, and I got my own niche. I was definitely a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card shark. My different dimension removal deck was so mean.
I just wish, like, one thing I had learnt back then that I'm just like, man, well, not back then, one thing I had learnt after leaving school that I wish I knew in school was just like, just don't fucking care about people. Like, don't, if they're trying to bully you, don't react, just, agree with them if you have to. It takes the power away from them.
Oh yeah, boy, I wish I could redo that.
Like, haha, you're gay. Sure. If that's what you want.
That or turn it on and be like, well, I thought we were keeping that private.
No, because that's a reaction that then you're now targeting them.
Yeah, the primary thing is to not give a shit.
Yeah.
Now, if they're straight up physically bullying you, that's not quite as easy because then they'll just walk all over you, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, and let me tell you, the problem with the whole physical altercation thing is because of the whole zero tolerance policy, nobody wins.
Yeah, I think it's fucking stupid schools that go by that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No tolerance? That means the moment they hit me, I'm taking them out.
Pretty much the best thing you can do, yeah.
Back then, honestly, in retrospect, I really probably would have gone that far, but I was a pacifist. I didn't like violence, but they took advantage of the fact that I wouldn't fight back. And talking of my dad, yeah, he would have had to publicly say that was a bad thing I did, but he probably would have supported me. Because, hey, self-defense. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. I got a deadline on my script, and I'm almost done with it, so I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta actually
Mr. Big Shot Scriptwriter, yeah.
I admit my week hasn't been good, so I've been a bit behind on my deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah. I know it's Bandana Waddle Dee, but everyone just calls it Bandana D.
Yeah, like, I feel like I've always just heard it as that.
Yeah. Vending mouth Kirby sounds horrible.
Beast Pack's final stand. That is a big danged hole. Space Kerbo log. Stardate 579.4. I have found a giant hole. I shall see what is in the hole.
Because how that actually comes across, that's what he thinks he's saying, but it's just big hole. It's fucking music.
He's good.
Very triumphant.
Got that proper final stage vibes, even though I'm sure this is not the final stage. Eh. Eh. Eh.
Big old bun.
Yeah. Like, maybe it's just scenery, but that part in the upper right corner looks like it should be explorable.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't let me fly over there, so I'm just gonna hope that's just scenery. Okay. Remember, you need water for that. Heck. There's the water. Kirby getting very thoroughly hydrated.
Yep.
I found that kind of funny with how Foley is. All Kirby can really do is just weakly wave his arms.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is where we're supposed to go. Okay, good. Can I go down? No? Okay. Let's try that again.
Uh,
Hmm?
Looks like you have to switch.
Yeah. Just thunk.
Just how I imagine Snorlax Body Slam goes. Your spikes are more powerful.
Yeah. Give me your gun! Can I... Yeah. How do I... Wanted poster thoroughly destroyed.
Now they'll never know of your crimes.
Ah, you are one of those things that I cannot blow to smithereens. No, wait.
Eh,
Game.
What's game doing?
I was trying to get back my power, but it kept prioritizing the new thing. Okay. Yeah. Not gonna get me. Ooh. Fight sequence, but first, a fight to the death.
Continues to terrorize the local populace.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate mashup. Mario with Cappy, using Cappy on Kirby.
Hmm. Basically, the power of being all things right there.
Yeah. Some of these mouthful modes, like, just straight up how the Cappy takeover works.
Yeah, just like a complete gameplay change, as it were.
Yeah.
DDD, and bang. In the presence of the king. Alright, we're getting a rematch with King Dedede. Okay, sword, gun, whirlwind, and ice. My heart says space gun.
So you may shoot.
Yes. Forgo DDD.
Do you know what would be kind of cool? Is if he had like a different move set based on what copy ability you went in with.
Yeah. Oh, second wind. All right. Come on. Oh god, he even grunts.
Yeah.
Oh, poor DDD.
Yeah, man.
Right. Oh. Oh, DDD. Oh, is he gonna do it? Yeah! Lab Discoverer.
English?
Yeah.
Welcome visitors to the Dream Discoveries Tour of our science facility, Lab Discovera. On this thrilling tour, you'll be introduced to the ultimate life form, specimen IDF-86. From the moment IDF-86 arrived on our planet, it began a campaign of destruction that threatens the native wildlife of our entire world. Luckily, our research team managed to capture it before it could complete its invasion. Once it was contained, our lab began studying IDF-86's spatial teleportation ability. Research that laid the groundwork for the planetary warp technology we enjoy today.
Oh my god.
However, 30 years after our research began, a warp experiment incident occurred in this facility.
Yeah.
A new life form separated
Yeah,
from
I'll
the main specimen
sort that out
was
soon.
hit in the aftermath. That new subspecimen has yet to be recovered. In the time since, IDF-86 has shown no signs of activity. It is now kept in a state of permanent stasis within the custom-made Eternal Capsule here on the top level of Lab Discovera. And here we are. Let's meet the ultimate life form, specimen IDF-86.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Got a nice lore bomb there. Ooh. He's angry.
Very, very sudden, like, epic battle. Then.
Gun. Gun serves me well.
The gun is good.
The penis is evil.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen that movie. I feel like I need to see it at least once just to appreciate the what the fuckness of it.
Yeah. chomp, 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 chomp.
Big, nasty lion.
So, I downloaded this program called Play Night, which is basically a library consolidator.
Mm-hmm.
See? And now we learn the horrific reason why that was captured and why you just did a bad.
Well, I mean, he kind of explained it. It's like the other half of that weird thing.
Yeah, I wasn't paying too much attention.
Basically, this alien landed here. It split off into two beings. Humans learned spatial teleportation from it and went to Dreamland, and the animals, I guess, were uplifted and we're here. Plan ruined. Important plan needed labor. Open vortex. Found workforce brought here, and yet error made. Irksome pink contaminant. Careful planning now wasted. No more planning. No more patience. Instead, everything shall be consumed. Ah, so we got a thing from another world going on. All right. Ah, yep.
Versus the blob that ate everything. I mean, Kirby wins.
Yeah.
And Kirby games really do straddle the line between cute and horror.
Yep. Like it's kind of interesting how they do it this time, where it's like it is straight up like we've had a bunch of like eldritch horrors and whatnot, but like wow, this is straight up body horror.
Yeah. This looks like it would be a something that you'd fight in Metroid.
Yeah. Like I could easily see this being like, oh, it's an ex-parasite that's manifesting a whole bunch of alien creatures at once or something.
Yeah. Call Link, you're fighting Morpho.
Well, we haven't seen a butterfly yet.
I meant the Link's Morpho. Morphos? Yeah, it's Morphos, I should say. Water Temple.
Oh, yeah, like amoeba type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Morphos. And then the Twilight Princess one was Morpheal.
Yeah. Damn, that's actually pretty design.
I was about to say, that is neither Shadow the Hedgehog nor Mewtwo. Oh, phone call. Be right back.
Alright. Yeah.
I am back.
Welcome back. He decided to turn the sky Technicolor.
It's Legends Arceus all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Considering they came out around the same time. It was like, what should we do to simulate weird cosmic fuckery? Technicolor Sky.
I mean, I'd certainly think some fuckery's going on if that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Friend? Wait. Whew. Truck?
Kirby becomes Truck-kun.
I am Optimus Kerbo. Yeah!
A truck makes no sense. He's much slower than the car. I guess the ramming power is kind of.
Got a lot more mass to...
Damn, this music's so good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Natural.
With the power of friendship and this truck, I shall save the world. And I'm guessing that's credits. Oh, wait, we gotta, okay. And everybody became friends.
You know, except that one guy, but everybody doesn't. No one likes that one guy.
Yeah.
Was this? Okay, at the opening of the game, this was the English version of this song, right? Or was this just a straight up Japanese for both?
I thought it was like something in another like made up language, though I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that could. Yeah.
Because like they went into the trouble of having this font.
Yeah. Reminds me of like there's one song that um, one YouTuber that does a lot of music, and there's one song that she made that is in a completely made up language just for the song.
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
It's interesting to see when people try to make a constructed language work for music. Just because it's like, it being a constructed language, it can be kind of hard to, get it right, I guess, unless you specifically made this stuff up for the sake of the song.
Mm.
To be continued.
Well, yeah. Now you got to do the rest of the content.
Oh yeah, you mean they gotta have a hard mode. I suppose I also haven't picked up all the rare stone namajigs. Alright, more things to fight.
So yeah, I guess this is one of those rare moments where the sidekick character isn't the villain,
Yeah,
technically.
yeah. He was in fact a. They said it's like it was the other half of the
Yeah.
villain thing, so it's like, yeah, he was actually explicitly the good thing. I am sorry for misjudging you, cute, adorable, flying ear fluff friend. Okay, and so now the post game. Oh, did you have more to say? So glad to be safe with you again, Kirby. I want us to stay close together. Aww. When I severed the connection between our two worlds, I used up all of my power. I blacked out. Clawreline found me. She kept me alive. That's how I was able to see you again. So if she needs help, then I volunteer. Legit? Hello, Miss Wyfill. Another mysterious vortex. Isolated Isles. Forgo Dreams. I will say that Fecto Ophilis thing was pretty freaking cool looking.
Yeah.
Now everything is purple. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so far it's looking like the you got a piece of Leon's soul. Wait, is this Leongar's soul? It must be a tiny fragment of it. If you collect more of these scattered soul pieces, you might be able to save him. Ah, okay. So besides this being just kind of a side B version of the previous levels, we got thingos to collect. Alright. You know, just collecting fragments of a person's soul, as you do.
Mm.
I guess that's kind of also another one of those things that is kind of secretly horrifying when you think about it, is the prospect of, oh yeah, someone can get their freaking soul ripped apart after being thrown into another world.
Hmm. So yeah, I guess effectively you're only halfway through the game.
I guess. Wow. I mean, I know it is a thing for like Kirby to have some freaking post games, but wow. What?
Just something I read. Don't worry about it.
Ah, okay. Looks like you've already collected all of the pieces of Leon's soul in this spot. Yay. And then it goes onto the tunnel. So, okay. They kind of remix things instead of completely using the levels. That's nice.
Yeah.
So probably not halfway, though there's still a decent chunk of content to explore. Heck.
Learning about how some games just seem to, like, everything seemed to align to allow their release when otherwise it would have possibly been unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, Yakuza 1, it came out at the, well, first, the heads of Sega at the time were not interested in it. They turned down, like, the creator, like, 3 times. They did not want to have the Yakuza games. He eventually, like, there was some new blood that came in that took over leadership, and he snuck like a demo reel of the game into like a presentation about like upcoming games and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy was like, "Hey, I like this one. Let's do this." And then it was also during the time when there was a big crackdown on like violence in video games. So having this, this crime drama that is very about like combat in general, you'd think that there would have been a lot of toning down, but like again, the creator is just like, I want to show that I'm not putting in violence for the sake of shock value. The game needs like these violent scenes to demonstrate the realism of like human drama in a crime setting. And that like impassioned plea was like, okay, yeah, we'll let you have these.
It's weird to think of how there is sort of that thing of it's like the things that have the potential to get in the way of a release, and it's like, how many games do they have in the series now?
7?
Damn.
Hey. For a minute, actually, technically, 10.
That is a lot.
Oh, there's a chance that they might not have gotten to that 10 if it wasn't for them taking a chance. Because, like, they released Yakuza 1. There was, like, a localization or localized version, and it was so bad that they didn't release the second game in overseas.
Ah.
And then they eventually released the third game because of like a massive push. But it wasn't really until like maybe like the fourth game or whatever that like it actually started to really pick up steam overseas.
That's a lot of tries to get your way up to, yeah, this is successful in a region. Rare stone. Okay. Please regenerate the things. Thank you. Gorilla. Ah, mutant gorilla. Yeah.
Oh, he's blue now.
Yep. He's like the thingo we were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's speed.
You do the big spin.
Yeah. I don't want the grabby hands. Yeah. And we got back just shy of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably resurrect him with, like, 4% of his soul missing. I mean, what's the worst that could happen when you bring back someone with only a part of their soul?
Well, If Final Fantasy 14 has told us anything.
Oh yeah, world-ending ramifications. Yeah.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of we'll get cool silver or white hair.
There is that, yes.
But if you think about it, all the scions that have silver or white hair had soul damage in some way.
Uh, yeah, I might go back and get all of those at some point, but that might have to be something I do off screen. And I think I might try doing some of those warp power test thingos.
Yeah.
Do you have any dialogue? Space through that tiny vortex is so weird. It's made from powerful psychic energy. I think I've been in that place before. It felt just like getting absorbed by my other half. Must be stuck in that mysterious space. Aw. I do like when they add a little flavor to like these track sound test things.
Yeah. That is something that you don't see in games a lot nowadays.
Yeah. I suppose it's because, you know, for some of them, I know it's probably like a rights thing for some things, but also like, I guess a lot of times they might figure, oh, people want to listen to the music, they can buy the album, which, I mean, I do want to buy the album for plenty of games. I might even get the album for this one, but like, it's cool when they just let you listen to the thing in game. Listen to the thing. Can I upgrade anything at this moment? Okay, how does that work? Rare stones. Okay. So once you've just evolved it, you can just straight up make it more powerful. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
That works. Multi-mouth treasure. Ah, okay. I'm good at video games. I could play this baby game for babies. to do the can-can. Heck. Eh. Can I do this in a timely fashion?
Dinner is finished.
Yay!
Green cheese chicken.
Did you just say green cheese?
Green cheese.
What cheese?
Cream.
Cream! Oh, cream cheese. Yes, that is a thing that I have heard exist before. That makes sense. So wait, it was a cream cheese what?
Cream cheese chicken.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's a Korean dish. Well, I say a Korean dish. It's like got it from local Korean takeaway. So they could say it is Korean, and I would believe them because they're telling me it is.
Like, yeah, sure, that's authentic Korean cuisine.
It's funny how that, like, I believe there are some, like, Chinese dishes that are like that.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
it wasn't actually Chinese, but...
Yeah. Because I know that it is, like, the case that, like, for here, there's, like, so many, you know, Korean restaurants that sell stuff that isn't Chinese. It's just stuff that's been adapted to the American palate.
Mm-mm.
And no doubt that happens for a number of other countries.
It's like the fortune cookie, from what I remember, that's actually American.
Yes. I remember hearing that factoid myself. Which seems like such a strange thing. Like, I feel like I ought to check in on the history of that to figure out, like, why they decided, yeah, we'll do that. Because it seems like such a specific thing to do. Like, I don't know, maybe it was like one restaurant's thing and then everyone started expecting that.
Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Do you have a preference when it comes to like international cuisine?
I mean, I would say my thought would be, I tend to really like Chinese stuff, or at least what passes for Chinese in American restaurants. Though that might be just because I don't have it as often. I suppose if I was to say there's like one kind of thing I really like, I mean, I do really like burritos, so I guess Mexican stuff is kind of nice, but like, you know, I suppose if I was to say like, okay, I can, well, if I wanted to go for like one thing in particular that I would want to eat all the time, it's probably Italian. Because you got like pizza and pasta.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn it. Because like, at this point, would you really consider pizza Italian anymore?
I mean, it is at the very least Italian in origin, and like,
Yeah.
there's something to that. When it comes to like at least the general palette of like pepperoni, sausage, marinara, and mozzarella cheese, which is generally what I think of when I think of Italian dishes, like that is something that I know I love to eat. Even though like for me, like if I go out and get a pizza, I'll usually get a gourmet thing that's like chicken with barbecue sauce and a stuffed crust, which I am sure would just. And all authentic Italian cuisine eaters would just be absolutely disgusted with it and say, you call that a pizza or something.
Yes, that exactly is what happens just by mentioning one particular pizza topping. Pineapple.
Yeah.
Which I like.
And it's a funny thing for me because I'm not a big fan of pineapple pizza, but I have enjoyed it on burgers.
Yes.
Like, maybe for me it's just a thing of I don't think the tomato sauce goes well with the pineapple on my palate.
Maybe. Yeah, for me, I think I prove myself the weeb I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I do love Japanese.
Funnily enough, as much of a weeb as I am, I haven't really tried much actual Japanese stuff. Like, I still kind of want to try out, like, an actual frickin' ramen dish that's not just, you know, tarted up instant ramen.
Yeah, tarted up instant ramen.
Because that's really how it is. It's like, okay, I've got some chicken-flavored ramen. I'll put in some pieces of chicken from a can. Maybe dunk some water chestnuts or something in it, and there, it's all fancy.
Yeah, There's a Japanese restaurant I go to every now and then. It's a full-on like sushi conveyor belt restaurant as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can either eat the sushi or you can actually order from their Japanese menu. And like they even have like, you know, Japanese desserts along the sushi train. So it's like you're just sitting there eating ramen, and you just see like freaking you know, uh, Dongo just sort of just moving along. It's like, man, I could go for that Dongo right now, but I got to eat all this first.
I feel like that's another thing I gotta try, just because, like, you see that in, like, anime and games. You just see that, like, those colorful balls, and it's like, that's gotta be worth trying at least once. Like, because, yeah, like, when I think about it, the extent of my, my exposure to Japanese stuff is, like, I think I vaguely recall having some, like, sushi somewhere, though I feel like I should give that more of a shot at some point. The aforementioned ramen, and then, like, whatever snack stuff gets sold at some supermarkets or import stores. So it's like, oh, here's my box of Pocky. I'm eating authentic Japanese food.
I mean, yes, you can't dispute that, but
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, like you see the things in like, you know, anime and movies or whatever where it's like, oh, go to a beef hot pot where they got this this stuff that gets made by a chef who has dedicated his life to making the absolute best whatever, and they're dedicated to making the best thing. And it's like, yeah.
yeah, I do want to try 'em. Like, I keep sitting there thinking I should probably like subscribe to one of those Japanese treat boxes.
Yeah, like I
But
keep seeing all
it's like-
those dudes who do boxu all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, Boxu. There's another one, but if I recall, they're like $40 a month.
Yeah, it's from one box. Like that's kind of the thing for me is like I'll go through some import stores sometimes and they'll have like just like a box of candy, and it's like it can be pretty neat, but sometimes it is kind of a ripoff. Like I know like for some things it's like it does cost money to import shit and make sure that it's like they got it packaged and labeled for sale in the country of which I reside. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, am I really ready to, you know, spend that much? And it's like, I am, but like only very rarely.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know I've had some moments where it's like, okay, it's cool that there's this thing. But on the other hand, it's like, I remember once I got one of those boxes and it's like, oh, what exotic thing is in here? Oh, it's a box of Pringles. Or a can of Pringles. And it's like, okay, I guess the texture is slightly different, but not enough to justify this being like some exotic snack. Two, one, yeah. Down to the line. Yeah. I will say though that at least when it comes to like those snack box things and my own considerations of going for them is that they at least seem like things that I can, once I've enjoyed them, they're done. Whereas it's like the issue I've had with some other like, you know, subscription box things, it's like, oh, I got to Loot Crate, and they sent me this box full of little things, and it's like, maybe one or two of them is actually worth keeping, but the rest of it is just so much junk. And it's like, at least when it comes to a snack, you eat it and you're done with it.
Didn't Loot Crate go out of business like 2 years ago?
Maybe?
No one talks about it anymore.
I feel like they're still around, though maybe I'm just thinking of like all the other like random loot box things that have popped up in the previous years. I've already done this one. Yeah, like I want to say I feel like Loot Crate has been around. They just like branched off into other things, unless I'm wrong.
Defunct. 2019.
Damn, 4 years. Okay.
Like, I used to see a lot of YouTubers, like, always, every month, you'd always get the Loot Crate, advertisement. They would show it off and that, and, like, I have not seen that for so long. 4 years!
Yeah, I remember
Pandemic era. Yeah, the pandemic era really just seemed to crunch like 2-3 years into like one.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like it wasn't that long ago?
Because for a brief period, we entered a compression of time.
Because it's the same with Astral Chain, right? Because I was talking about that recently. I'm like, yeah, that's on my to play list, but you know, that's what, like a year, 2 years old. Nope, 2019.
Yeah, because yeah, I remember that was the thing of like I kept meaning to do it, and it's like it was one of those things where I was disappointed it wasn't a launch title, but then it did eventually become a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's the thing.
Then the opposite happens. I found out, like, I was looking at my Steam replay, and it told me that Hollow Knight was I played that at the start of last year. So exactly a year ago, I played Hollow Knight, and I was like, "Damn! I thought I played at least like 2021."
Yeah, well, like how much you were really helping me out with it. I could have sworn that would have been something you'd played longer ago, especially since I know it has been a while since it came out.
Yeah. So it was just a case of like, why is it that some things just feel so like they were just yesterday, and other things that were just the other day or you know just last year were like longer. Maybe it's got something to do with almost like I remember that game very fondly, so it's kind of got that nostalgia feeling to it.
Yeah, like it made such a strong impression that's like, yeah, of course I've known that for a very long time. It has incorporated itself into you after a fashion.
Yeah. Well, speed run season starts in like 10 hours.
Oh, the GDQ?
Yep.
Yeah. That reminds me, I should check on when the Zeldathon happens, because I remember they usually do a post-Christmas deal.
So, yeah, I looked into that myself because I was like, oh yeah, Zeldathon should be on. Like, this was just before Christmas. The last Zeldathon was in like November.
Oh! I mean... Well, okay then.
Yeah, I think they broke their schedule a bit. I think that was side quest.
Hmm.
One speedrun marathon I've been wanting to watch for a couple of years now, but I keep forgetting because it's just one of those things that just slips mind. RPG Limit Break.
And I take it they do RPGs?
Yes. It's just funny, like, it's fun having all these little, like, well, not so little and some little marathons here and there. Like, there's another one, I believe it's called Mario 720. Might have changed its name by now.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the idea of that was, like, it's a big, almost like yearly event where a bunch of Mario speedrunners get together to basically race all the 3D Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 100%. So it's like, all stars. Hence the reason why it was called 720, because I believe that's like the amount of stars there was in all the games up to that point.
Okay.
It's like a 30 plus hour thing where it's like, I don't know how they managed to do it, because of also, since it's a race,
Yeah.
they're going to be running on fumes.
That kind of has me wondering as well how they would do with Odyssey.
Yeah.
All right. And I shall get one last thing upgraded and probably call that a stream.
Yeah.
See what should be upgraded. Let's see what tornado looks like. Hmm. So it is the tornado, but full of lightning storm. Ooh. That is quite a mighty vortex indeed.
Okay, there it is. Mario 602.
That is a lot. Alright.
Yeah, it's 19 hours.
That is a while. Respect to people who can pull off that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Thank you again, as usual, for hanging out and being a friend, Argo.
Mm-hmm.
And good night to whoever the heck is watching this at this moment.
It looks like it's a relay race.
Yeah, that probably, that makes sense. Probably fits a bit more with that amount of time.